All right. Yeah, I think I made videos about this before, but this needs to be said again and again and again because, um, I was a pretty good writer when I was a kid and a teenager, and I wanted to get into fictional writing. Um, Now everything before that had been non-fictional writing for public schools or I eventually my dad eventually started homeschooling us, so it was just like I was just writing for the schools, you know. And like my teachers, my public school teachers, they'd always come up to me and they'd, oh wow, you're like a really good writer. And this is before the day of AI, so I was like actually doing it. I was actually doing the writing, and but then I started trying to story write, and I'd sit there and I'd blank. And it's just like, I never blank in front of a page. Like, never. And then, like, I see an empty page and I'm just like, fuck yeah, yeah, blah, 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 blah. But I did, you know, and, but I've been story writing these past few years, you know. And, so I have some advice to give, but not a whole lot because, you know, I don't think I'm the best story writer out there. Not at all. Fuck. You know, I've written some stories and I've had fun writing them, and I've been creating stories in my head that I haven't written down. And but it's like that's one of the things I'd want to say to anybody out there who wants to be a story writer. It's like people think that story writing is a thing, you know, and it's not. Story writing, it's not a thing. It's not a thing at all. Um, it's like you have chemistry, and you have biology, and you have biochemistry, right? And this is science, right? This is all science. And chemistry is a thing, and biology is a thing, and biochemistry is a thing. These are all things, but science encapsulates them all. You know, and it's the same with engineering. You know, you have mechanics, you have architecture, you have pipes, you know, and shit. And engineering is a subject, and architecture and mechanics are a thing, right? Math is a subject, but damn, you have all this just different math out there, you know, addition and subtraction and multiplication and calculus and different bases. Like we're base 10, I think. I think we're base 10, but like there's base 12. I think the Bible was created in base 12, so that's why we don't understand any of their numbers. But story writing, it's a subject. It's a subject. And within story writing, there's just so many different things. You could be really good at one aspect of story writing, but be terrible in another part. You know, like I don't know how to tell short party stories. You know, never really cared to. Uh, but yeah, no, it's like that's what I like. I'm not the best story writer, you know. There's so much more I would like to learn in story writing. Yeah, definitely. Um, But yeah, no, all the stories I've been writing, they've all been they're different, but kind of similar. Um, but I'd love to do different types of story writing. I would. Um, that'd be fun. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Um, no, that's the only thing that I want to say is just that story writing's it's a subject. It's not a thing.